Yokohama, a symbolic handshake on the sidelines of the Tokyo International Conference on African Development. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres and Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba meet as world attention focuses on development in Africa, climate resilience and global security. For Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, this is an opportunity to position Japan as a bridge between developed economies and emerging African nations, while reinforcing Tokyo's commitment to the UN framework. Japan has long played a key role in Africa's development through TICAD, providing aid, investment and infrastructure support. Ishiba is expected to highlight Tokyo's renewed commitment to sustainable growth, health systems and education in Africa. Antonio Guterres, for his part, has consistently stressed that Africa's future is central to global stability. He has warned that without sustained international support, inequality and conflict risks may grow. Today's meeting is a chance to align UN goals with Japan's long-term strategy. Both leaders sit down in a formal setting with advisors present, discussing global crises that extend far beyond Africa, from climate change to conflicts, from humanitarian challenges to the reform of multilateral institutions. Yokohama becomes, if briefly, a stage for wider diplomatic coordination. In recent months, Japan has expanded its role in UN peacekeeping missions and humanitarian aid, aligning itself with the Secretary-General's calls for greater burden sharing. Ishiba's government faces a delicate balance, advancing Japan's economic interests in Africa while upholding values of democracy, peace and cooperation. Guterres is also using this platform to rally international support for climate action. He has warned repeatedly that the world is on a climate cliff, with Africa disproportionately affected. For Japan, a nation heavily invested in renewable technologies, this is an area where it can lead by example. The Tokyo International Conference on African Development, or TICAD, was launched in 1993 as a unique forum to promote African ownership of its development agenda, with support from the international community. This year, security concerns, debt relief and green investment dominate the agenda. Guterres and Ishiba's meeting underlines the importance of UN-Japan collaboration in delivering on these priorities. Diplomatic observers note that Japan's engagement with Africa is also shaped by geopolitical competition. With China's Belt and Road Initiative expanding across the continent, Tokyo is keen to offer an alternative model based on transparency, sustainability and human development. Guterres, meanwhile, emphasizes multilateral cooperation over zero-sum rivalry. The symbolism of today's encounter is not lost. As conflicts escalate elsewhere, particularly in Ukraine and the Middle East, the UN seeks to keep Africa at the center of global diplomacy. Ishiba's Japan, as host of TICAD, is showing it will not let the continent slip off the agenda. Beyond Africa, the two leaders are expected to discuss Security Council reform, a topic long championed by Japan. Guterres has expressed openness to changes that would make the Council more representative, and Tokyo has consistently sought a permanent seat. This meeting could quietly reinforce Japan's case for greater global influence. Yokohama's conference room may appear modest, but the stakes are anything but. Development, climate action, peace and governance all converge in this brief but significant exchange between Antonio Guterres and Shigeru Ishiba. As TICAD continues, the world will watch how words translate into commitments for Africa's future. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres meets with Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba on the sidelines of the Tokyo International Conference African Development, TICAD, in Yokohama.
In a world where international law is so frequently put into question, the European countries of the time, that it was absolutely essential to have a